What's up, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Mike, and we're here for the third week to talk to you about Destiny's House of Wolves expansion. This week, they revealed the Prison of Elders, some details about that. Not all the details, as they have been doing.
Yeah.
But they did have a lot to say.
All right, so yeah, the first thing they mentioned was you'd have to complete all the story missions before you do this, which is normal for them. Same thing for the Dark Below. And the base, there's a couple different versions of Prison of Elders. The base version is level 28, 3 players, and for the first time, we have matchmaking.
Yes, for an endgame thing.
Although 28 at this point isn't really endgame.
True.
I mean, 35 divided 28 is like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But still.
But yeah, if like the thing you can do is if you're leveling up a second character.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. But so you'll only have matchmaking for level 28 then. The higher level Prison of Elders.
Yeah, which
things
here. Yeah, they're addition to level 28. They're what they call challenge modes at level 32, 34, and 35, with 35 being above the level cap.
Yeah.
So that'll be challenging.
Yeah.
So interesting to note is the level 28 version. That will be random, completely random each time you do it. Well, let's talk about the different levels in there. Like, there's 5 waves or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
In one run.
Right. 5 rounds with 3 waves each round.
That's a Bungie thing in Halo Firefight mode. There was like 5 waves in a round, 3 rounds in a set, and then you just.
It's really confusing, but the rounds are really long.
Yeah.
The waves are not. So so you have 3 waves, and then you go back.
Yeah.
So and then you go back
when you drop in, you're in like a centralized hub area, and there's 4 doors.
Yeah.
Corresponding to the different enemy races. And then one of those will be selected, and then our boy Varix, from up top in the reef, talks through. He was a really cool looking servitor.
Yeah.
It's like on fire almost.
He uses it as like a speaker,
like a camera or like a telephone.
Yeah.
So that thing will show up in one of the 4 doors, and then you go in and you kill a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
And that's kind of, in essence, what Prison of Elders is all about. And then there's also different objectives you'll have.
Right.
Mini objectives.
Yeah. Each wave.
Not each wave.
Each round.
From what we saw, there was like 2 in each round, in the second and third wave.
Okay. So the first wave is just like zombies, like Call of Duty zombies, just kill everyone. And then the second round might have, because when they were on round 1, it was just wave. And
so I think round 2 and round 4, and we didn't see round 5.
Right.
I think that's when you'll get objectives.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've only seen this one instance, I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
So then you'll have objectives, and those objectives are things like defusing mines, shooting mines.
Yeah.
On the easier version.
Yeah. So because it's like with on the easier versions, you'll shoot the mines and they'll explode.
Yeah.
But then to make it harder, the mines act as a control point.
Okay, yeah, you have to stand on them.
That you have to like stand your ground and
defuse them.
Defuse it just by standing in it.
Yeah. And another objective was VIP, which we have seen in public events, kind of. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
Kill a VIP before he gets to a certain amount of points. And then protect the spire thing. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, so it's kind of weird. So it's VIP essentially, but the VIP is trying to like destroy this spire thing, and you just have to protect the spire, and kill him at the same time.
Yeah.
By killing him, you will protect the spire.
And you could throw a bubble or something down.
Yeah.
So the 28 version all those different elements, like race you fight against and objectives and all that, totally random each time you do it.
Right.
And you can do that one as many times as you want per week. In the challenge modes, 32, 34, and 35, those will be specialized versions. They'll have like a specific name, kind of like a story mission, like.
Yeah. So, and I think what they're implying is the name of the final boss at the end of round 5. So we didn't get to see that because they were doing terrible and just dying all over the place in the stream, and we think that might be on purpose.
Yeah, well, clearly they didn't want.
Yeah, they didn't want to show us the final round. But there will be like a mega boss at the end.
Yeah, no, I've seen the mega boss on other YouTube videos.
Oh, okay.
The last boss,
and he's not.
Actually, there's some pretty cool things like in the level 32 I saw, which was kind of Cabal centric. The final boss had a shield, and the shield would rotate through different elements after so long. So you were forced to switch, which is something we've never seen in the game before.
That's cool.
So yeah, in the named versions such as Urzok's Vengeance or whatever it was called that we saw, those will be the same every time.
Right.
So when you see that name, you know what to expect, but those will cycle through the challenge version.
Right. Every reset, it'll be a different set of 3 for the 32, 34, and 35.
Yeah.
But when you're going into the one that you know the name of,
you know what to expect.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what else we got here. Let's talk about some of the different modifiers.
Yeah.
Which we got some new ones, and we have some old ones that they showed off. So like the ones like Arc Burn, Void Burn, Solar Burn from the Nightfall, those will be in there. And some in the stream they said there's about 20 new modifiers.
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure if that number is accurate. The first one we saw was powers reset slower.
Yeah.
From what I heard from other sources, it's so slow that you might get like 2 grenades in the whole time. Another one was primary weapon buff. So your primary weapon does more damage than your other 2.
Right, but I think they weren't very clear in the stream, but when that modifier popped up, it said it was a primary weapon, or primary weapons are preferred. So does that mean it's a primary weapon buff and a secondary and heavy
I wouldn't think it would
debuff?
I think it's just a primary weapon buff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to damage or anything like that. The third one they showed was Brawler, which is like a reverse light switch.
Yeah, so
which almost feels like a little joke.
Yeah.
Because I think light switch is the bane of a lot of players.
Yeah. So
it killed me today during the daily story mission.
Oh. Yeah. I hate light switch, but
it's those 300% more melee damage for players.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
That'll be really fun.
And then the last one they showed on stream was your shield is stronger.
Right.
But it doesn't replenish. But from what I heard, it does replenish just very, very, very slowly.
Oh, okay.
So that one's going to be a pain. Another thing that we saw were the mines on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
The spider
bomb.
Those are pretty interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was, because the first one they went into was Hive. So I thought the spider bombs were just for Hive, because it kind of fit the aesthetic. But they went into Cabal territory the next round, and it was...
Oh, yeah, it would be interesting to see different mines for different races. Like, Cabal could be, like, fire mines.
Right, but it was spiderweb mines. So what it is, it's like a trip mine. So if you shoot
it's like a bouncing Betty.
It
pops up after you trigger it.
If you shoot it or walk by it, it like, pops up, and then it explodes, and it's like a bubble, but it's a bubble of spider webs, and you just walk.
They're not literally spider webs.
Right. It kind of looks like
It looks like that kind of. It's like some swirling whiteness.
Yeah. So you just walk through it really slowly.
Yeah. I heard conflicting reports of that though. Someone said it slows you down, does no damage. Someone else I've heard says it does do damage.
Oh.
So I'm not really sure about that one.
I didn't notice them. I didn't notice them taking damage.
I don't think they do damage.
I might have missed it.
Yeah. So those are pretty cool. If you wipe during a level, that's back to you have round 1. This wave 1 of the current round you're on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wipe during wave 2 of round 2, and you will reset to wave 1 of round 2.
Right.
So you're not losing too much progress, but these could take a while.
Yeah.
When they were during the stream, when they wiped it was usually 5 minutes at least of reset.
Trying to get back.
Yeah. Did you ever see that picture of the shoulder-mounted cannon?
Yeah.
After like the first stream.
I didn't see a picture of it afterwards, but I saw it during.
Bungie updated their website, and there was a picture of that, and now we know what it is.
Yeah.
What is it?
The Scorch Cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like at the end of a wave.
Yeah,
After completing an objective.
I think it's after the second wave of each round.
Okay, yeah, after completing an objective, you might get...
I think this is why. After you complete the first wave, you get an ammo drop.
Okay.
After the second one, you get a scorch cannon.
Okay.
So after the first...
We don't know if that's the only one.
True.
They just said a gift.
Yeah. So what we saw on the stream was after a wave was completed, a text would pop up that said Varix presents a gift, or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And it could either be a special or heavy ammo drop, or it could be the new Scorch Cannon weapon.
Yeah, the Scorch Cannon weapon, it's like you go into third person.
Mm-hmm. It's like a relic or a sword in the previous raids.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same function, but it's similar.
Yeah, it's like a rocket launcher, but instead of, like, you shoot it, and then it's like a sticky bomb. So it might stick to someone.
Well, it has two functions.
Yeah.
If you just press the trigger, as if you were firing a rocket, it just shoots and explodes on impact.
Oh, okay.
And it's a pretty limited impact, like, blast radius.
Yeah.
So the preferred way to do it is to hold the trigger down.
Yeah.
So when it hits something, it'll, like, charge.
Right.
And then when you let go, it blows up.
Yeah.
It does way more damage, but I think the blast radius is still kind of small.
Okay.
So it's good for, like, heavy damage on one target.
Yeah, so for the VIPs.
Yeah. Something we've seen something like that in previous Halo. In Halo Reach, there was a grenade launcher that had the same function.
Oh, okay.
That was fun to mess around with. They bounced as well in Halo. So the Scorch Cannon, I think it has like 12 or 15 shots.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
And you can take it to new rounds.
New rounds?
Yeah.
Oh,
if you don't use it in a previous round, you just take it with you to the airlock. So it doesn't go away till you use all the ammo.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they also showed a new weapon class.
Yeah, the first new weapon class.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the sidearm, which is just kind of like a standard pistol, like a modern day pistol.
Yeah, so like hand cannons are like big 44s, and then these are just like
a
your
Glock
regular
9mm.
Yeah.
Which it goes into your special weapon slot.
Yep.
The one they showed us was called the Vestian Dynasty.
Yeah.
It did arc damage, and it had a high fire rate, low impact, high reload speed, and high stability.
Yeah, the low impact was like super low. Like
I didn't see.
Yeah, I saw a picture of like just its stats.
Right.
The impact was like crazy low, like lower than the bullet hose assault rifles.
Wow.
But like I said high reload and high stability. It was like it was like almost full on those.
Yeah. I mean, when during the stream, the gun wasn't really moving.
Yeah.
When it got shot.
Yeah.
What situations could you see that being used in? Over a
I don't
shotgun
know.
or a sniper?
It seems
like
fusion
rifles are kind of worthless in most situations.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it'll be like more of your standard. Like in Call of Duty, you use your primary all the time until you run out of ammo.
Right.
You switch to your secondary really fast.
Oh, so it could be kind of like a
like
hybrid of a sniper, like a panic weapon.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a panic weapon.
Probably.
And with the arc, it's got special damage, like arc burn.
As most of the special ammo.
Yeah,
or special weapons have.
I feel like if you have the right burn on with the same gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. This is hard to say.
If you're playing with arc burn
and you have an arc
weapon,
sidearm, that'll be good.
Useful.
Yeah.
I guess because if you're doing a nightfall, say, using a shotgun is probably not the best choice because you're probably just going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
So that could be a good, like, if you don't have a sniper or if you're not sniper type ranges, that could be useful.
Yeah. Did I say how good its range was? No. Okay. I don't remember what its range was.
It's probably pretty average range.
Yeah. I feel like it's somewhere in the middle.
I would imagine the same range as a hand cannon. And then that was pretty much it for Prison of Elders.
Yeah.
One of the big things was they did not show. Well, they didn't make it past round 4 in the stream.
It's terrible. They did round 4.
They were stuck on round, I think, 2 and 4. It was like the 2 Hive rounds. They played 2 Hive rounds and 2 Cabal rounds.
Yeah, that's another thing they didn't show us is a Vex. They said there are Vex and Fallen rounds.
I have seen Fallen rounds elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
Not a Vex one.
Okay.
So.
But
the Fallen round arena is like outside. It looks pretty cool. It's also way bigger.
How's it outside?
It looked outside from what I saw. I guess
Was
it
it
wouldn't be
like
outside 'cause
was
we're
it like
underground.
reefy, like purple?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I feel like it'd have to be because it's in the reef,
Yeah,
the prison of elders.
but we're all the prison is underground, so I guess it's not outside.
Oh.
Maybe it's just a huge cavern that looks outside. I don't know, but it looked pretty cool. It was a really big area.
Okay.
I think there was like destroyed ships and stuff that you could use for terrain and cover and stuff.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think they sucked on purpose to some degree.
Yeah.
Because they're the YouTubers and streamers that were invited to Bungie last week or 2 weeks ago, prior to the Temple Trials of Osiris stream. They're not allowed. They were allowed to show any footage pretty much, except for specifically the loot area at the end of the prison run.
Okay.
So I think they didn't want us to see that in the stream either.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, I want some surprise. Yeah.
Right. So maybe they were planning to get to round 5 and couldn't.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think we were going to see the end anyway.
Right.
Because the stream went on for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much just them playing. Like, there wasn't much exposition.
Yeah. Especially towards the end. They were just playing round 4 over and over.
They got pretty close. I think they got to wave 3 on round 4 often.
Yeah.
But just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because the interesting thing about this is they force you to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's by, like, the VIP is going to move. He doesn't give a crap about you.
Yeah.
Standing in your little safe spot.
Yeah.
And the splinter mines that you have to disarm
Mm-hmm.
by standing under them, those are all around the area.
Yeah.
So there's really no safe spot. Because if you don't complete the objectives, you wipe.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
So that looked fun, but that made it pretty hard.
Yeah, it looks
like reliable cover.
They were all fully ascended 34.
Yeah, and they were playing a level 34.
And they were playing a 34
version.
Prison of Elders. What do we call it? A run?
Sure, I guess.
I don't know. There's no like
instance.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems pretty hard. And 35 must be crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully that's kind of even closer to a raid. Like,
yeah,
35. Like they would have the opportunity to do some interesting things with objectives.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking maybe it's like the easier way to just get rid of the splinter mines was to shoot them, and then you have to stand under them. Maybe if you have to hold down X to disarm them.
Yeah.
That would
actually
add
have
difficulty.
to have one person disabling it manually.
Yeah, not being able to shoot.
Right.
So that's one way. So that's pretty much it. What do you think we might see in the loot area at the end?
In the loot area? I have no idea. Like, there's going to be a final boss. Does that mean, like, round 5 is going to go wave 1, wave 2, like normal, and then wave 3 is the boss?
I'm not sure about that one.
Okay.
But the boss is in round 5.
Okay, yeah.
And then did you see like that circular trapdoor in the center? There, in the center of the like the hub.
Yeah.
There was a circular trapdoor kind of thing.
Oh.
We know that opens up.
Okay.
We don't know what else is in there.
Okay. So you like drop down into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's confirmed by people. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. So that's the loot cave or whatever?
From what I've heard, confirmed, there's not just like a reward screen like we currently have.
Okay.
Like at the end of Crucible, you know how it's like, hey, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the end of a strike. From what I heard, we don't have that.
Okay.
So maybe we could open up some chests or something like that.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Or maybe we have to...
Maybe there's a secret surprise boss.
Yeah. Or like, I was thinking, maybe it's like you have to go and get the things and it might be hard to get your loot.
Maybe it's more platforming.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Or maybe it could just be some engrams. Or maybe there's a vendor down there. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be that.
I don't know.
So yeah. Something else that came out, not related to that, is the new strike. We finally have seen some gameplay of.
Yeah.
It's called the Shadow Thief.
Cool name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has you boarding a ketch, the giant ship, from the House of Wolves and killing Tanix, who is just... do you remember Rixus, I think his name was? He was on the story mode catch when you board that one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he has like a throne room at the end.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same as that.
Okay.
So it looks the same. Some interesting stuff. He's the final boss. You see him at a couple points throughout the strike. You know how when in the Omnigul strike.
Yeah, you see her,
and
like,
then she runs away.
Yeah.
Same lines, but you see him more.
Oh, okay.
And I think you have the opportunity to shoot him before the end. I think how much damage you do prior to the end affects.
Carries over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Does it with Omnigul? I've never checked.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so like you shoot her down,
But
and then she runs away and then gets
back.
full
I
health.
think that's how it works.
Okay.
And then we have a mid boss called it was just a standard fallen tank.
Yeah, the spider tanks, but they call it a wolf tank.
A wolf walker.
Wolf walker.
Which is just House of Wolves.
Because it's tough.
Yeah, it's not anything too special. And it's the same. You just shoot its legs and shoot the core.
Okay. Does it look different?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a fallen.
Okay.
And then we also have a quasi new enemy type there.
Yeah.
We got some shanks, but they are like explosively charged.
Yeah.
And they will charge you at you.
Yeah. So they're suicide shanks.
They're like the supplicants from the house from Volglass.
Yeah.
So that's kind of. They looked a little different. They were like kind of glowing green.
Oh.
That's probably just like the explosiveness.
Yeah.
And interesting to note that this one occurs on the moon.
Yeah, which is the Fallen are usually on the Earth.
Well, they're on the Earth,
and they're on the moon, Venus, but like moon. That's the hive.
Yeah.
Designated.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see story-wise how that all works out going to the moon.
Yeah, because the House of Wolves were loyal to the Queen up in the Reef, and then I guess they're going to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So rewards for the Prison of Elders. You're gonna get some House of Judgment faction rep, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard. And then I think so it was just a chance of loot.
Yeah.
Well,
whatever that is.
The 28 version I noticed was kind of along the same rewards as the daily story mission. Like a Cryptarch emblem, I think you get marks, Vanguard marks.
And do you get like a material?
I believe so.
Probably helium, if it's happening on the moon.
Well, Prison of Elders.
Oh, right.
So I don't quite remember.
Okay.
But the 28, yeah, they said in the stream, higher the risk, higher rewards, so you get better stuff on the harder difficulties. Yeah. And then you also will be able to buy stuff from Varix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we know?
I don't know if they're the same drops as you get in the Prison of Elders. I think you have a chance to get the same stuff Varix is selling, but I think there's also stuff that he will not sell that you can get.
Oh.
Kind of like Trials of Osiris.
Yeah.
There's like there's gear you'll get just as drops for completing it, and there's other stuff you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff you can buy is the Egyptian themed.
Yeah.
So I think it's about the same as that.
Do we know what the Prison of Elders armor? Mm-hmm. Is that the one that makes you look like a fallen?
I don't think you look like a fallen. We haven't seen any of the armor.
Okay.
At least they showed us a gun in the Reef reveal stream.
Oh,
that looks like the shrapnel launcher or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But that the Vandals and Captains have.
I hope that Prison of Elders armor looks like Fallen, because that'd be cool.
Somewhat, yeah.
Because like the Trials of Osiris, some of it kind of looks like Fallen, but it's mostly like Egyptian stuff.
Right. But at the same time, I didn't really like the hive themed stuff from Dark Below. So I'd rather just have cool looking stuff that doesn't make you look like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, also I just kind of don't like the derelict looking aesthetic.
Yeah.
I kind of like a more sleek,
clean.
Yeah, clean. I think that about does it on our list of stuff here. So what do you think? What's going to be after you complete the story missions? What's your first? What's your first foray in House of Wolves going to be?
Probably
Trials of Osiris or Prison of Elders.
Prison of Elders.
Well, Prison of Elders will be unlocked.
First?
Well, it'll be unlocked at launch. You just have to complete the story missions so you can do it.
Oh, okay.
Trials of Osiris, you have to wait till the weekend.
Oh, right. That's a good point.
Yeah, and
what day is
it? It's a Tuesday.
May 19th is a Tuesday?
Tuesday. Well, I think.
So if I get through it'll be summer. So if I get through the story in a day.
And it releases at 10 a.m., I think they said on Tuesday. 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
So that's 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. for us? No, 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll probably do Prison of Elders first. Maybe I'll do the strike first, just to.
Yeah, I think you'd have to do the strike as well to do Prison.
Oh
of
yeah,
Elders.
at the end of the story, right?
Well, the strike's not part of the story missions.
Right, but once you.
You'll unlock the strike first. At least this is how Dark
Yeah.
Below worked. You did the story stuff.
And
then you
that
unlock the
unlocks
strike.
Yeah.
Then I guess the raid.
Okay.
I imagine this will be the same where you have to complete the strike before you do Prison of Elders.
Okay. So,
I don't think Trials of Osiris has a prerequisite. I think you just jump in.
yeah, once it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Once it's Friday.
Friday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Pacific.
Yep. Yeah. So it's coming up soon.
Yeah, 2
It's-
weeks.
Yeah.
Just under 2 weeks.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And we have one more reveal on Wednesday. On next Wednesday.
I thought I saw that, but actually no, I'm not sure.
Oh, it might.
I
not.
heard. I'll check. I'm gonna check the Bungie Twitch really quick.
Okay.
Twitch.
Yeah. The Twitch app is right there.
So what's your first gear to ascend gonna be?
I don't have much gear or weapons,
Right.
really. But I guess.
Well, do you have exotic shards lying around?
I have one or two.
Yeah, because you'll be able to upgrade something instantly if you have exotic shards. If it's an exotic weapon.
Okay. I have my glass house helmet is fully upgraded,
Mhm.
so that's really the only armor
I mean, you can get Ruin Wings upgraded by then, fully upgraded.
I could try.
Well, you have to keep in mind you're gonna have to use an exotic shard to fully upgrade it, and then another exotic shard to ascend it.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, probably glass house will be the first.
Just for
Armor.
the light. Yeah.
Just to do it.
Yeah. For me, probably the Hunter's Acleophage symbiote.
Oh,
That's the head. I use it all the time. If I'm not, I use either that or Don't Touch Me. Don't Touch Me's are awesome.
Okay.
Invisibility all the time.
And then for weapons, I have my Suros, I guess.
Yeah, you have to fully upgrade that one too, though, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm kind of almost there. And then my Praedith's
You
Revenge.
just got today.
I just got that today.
You just got that today.
I'll try and upgrade that before.
Yeah, it's good PvP sniper.
Yeah, so I can
but
use it
I
for-
mean, I've heard it's good. I don't have it yet. Yeah, for my first weapon, I'm pretty torn on that one. Exotic weapon that is, because I have Galahorn and I have Icebreaker,
Yeah.
and I do not know which one to do. I could do both of them, because I have 3 exotic shards currently, and 4 soon I'll have.
Yeah.
And if there's not selling anything I want, I could always buy one. Because I have
Right.
those coins.
Right. Yeah. You like to use Icebreaker more,
I use Icebreaker almost all the time.
so. But I mean, Galahorn is Galahorn, and having Galahorn at 365 is going to be.
Important.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I get 4 shards, I'll probably do them both.
Yeah.
But I think I might even do Don't Touch Me.
Are either of them close to being fully?
I have both of them fully up. I've had them both for ages.
Okay.
Galahorn was my first exotic.
Oh, and we need to start getting Etheric Light before we can ascend
Legendaries.
Legendary.
Yeah.
So my Praedith.
Which, I mean, to get one doesn't seem like it'll be too difficult.
Yeah.
It'll just be hard to upgrade everything.
Mhm.
My first legendary is definitely going to be probably Vision of Confluence from Ball of Glass.
Yeah.
Scout Rifle. That's one of those primary that does solar damage.
Solar. Yeah. So, are they doing a stream?
News?
News.
Maybe. I don't think. Not that I see. We'll annotate it or something.
Yeah. If it happens,
From what
we will.
the last thing I heard was that this was the last stream, but they have another reveal coming up like this or next Friday. Just a
Oh,
small
okay.
one that they'll just probably put on the website or something.
I hope they don't reveal too much. Just so we can have a little.
I don't like surprises.
A little
I'd rather
surprise.
know what to expect.
No.
I like the plan. I like the plan ahead personally.
Yeah.
So like if they, I would like to know all the exotics so I know which ones I do and don't want.
Well,
Stuff like that.
we can wait for weapon reviews to come out
Yeah,
before we go.
This is
Goodbye.
exciting. This is both of our both of us actually day one going into a
At
DLC.
the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went in late,
Well, you got the game at launch, right?
but
Yeah.
I stopped.
But you stopped.
And
then
you got
I got in
back
the
into
game late. Yeah.
Right. But you got in it and kept at it.
Right.
Yeah, and I did not.
Our stage manager is telling us this time stop.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if there is a stream next week, we will definitely, at any time next week, Friday or Wednesday, we will be covering that. Maybe not in this room, but we definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about it for
That's
Prison of
it.
Elders. I'm really
Elders.
excited for Prison of Elders.
Yeah, it's like this will be maybe you're waiting on to do the raid for the reset.
Yeah.
So you just do some Prison of Elders. It's more fun than Strike.
Yeah.
You get some, like the 28. You get about the same rewards as Strikes.
Yeah, and you'll get different rewards. Maybe not better, but
yeah, or at least new weapons and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm probably more excited for Prison of Elders than I am Trials, just because I'm not
a PvPer.
I'm not a PvPer.
I'm not a 3v3 PvPer.
Yeah.
I was trying to play Skirmish yesterday and not doing well.
Yeah, I like Control at least.
Control and Clash.
Yeah. But I mean, I am excited for Trials. I think it'll be fun to try it.
I mean, it's an incredibly intense gameplay, regardless.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited for May 19th. But yeah, we'll see you next week, maybe.
Guardians out.
Oh God.